What's up, y'all? Just made my little Walmart run. Parked at a Walmart last night. Got up this morning. Man, is that all from my truck? I don't think that's from my truck. That can't be all from my truck. Yeah, Walmart run. Just got a little stuff, something slight. Ain't get too much. Just some normally what I do is I get like some fruit, my waters. I keep bread in there. Peanut butter jelly sandwich. Now I probably get like a couple cup of noodles. I don't like to eat cup of noodles a lot because it ain't really good for you, all that sodium. But get the couple cup of noodles. What else I get? Might get a little box of Red Bull. Try and get away from it as much as I can, but it's hard when you run the way I run to give up on the Red Bull, man. What you need it. Heavy. But yeah. Face all dry. Damn, I got man, excuse me, just waking up. About to do a pre-trip in a minute. Get going. Next pickup like 10 minutes from where I'm at right now. But yeah, so like I said, cutting back on my spending as much as I can. So I be going to Walmart. I normally try to go at the beginning of the week, but I ain't had time to go this week, so just went out while I'm all on the road. So got me some bread. Keep the bread, PB&J, like a couple cup of noodles, water. Might get a box of Red Bull, a little small box. Like some crackers. And I normally get like, when I really go grocery shopping, I give me like some type of meat to cook, because I got like a little small air fryer that I bought, a little cheap one for like $75. So last time, like I'm gonna get some hot dogs or something. So last time I had some hot dogs, I made some hot dogs in there, you know, something slight. So yeah, go ahead, put this stuff up, do my pre-trip, you know what I'm saying, head over to this pickup. Let me check back in with y'all. Time to get it.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on Chambersville Lane. Turn left on Chambersville Lane, then take the first left. In 1/2 mile, be in either of the 2 left lanes, then turn left on Virginia 37 North. south toward Winchester. Exit on the right to US 522 south toward Winchester. In 1/4 mile, be in the second lane from the right, then keep right to US 522 south. Continue on US 522.
Yeah, so change up the way I've been running. I've been running a little different, trying to make up for high fuel prices. I've been trying to do shorter runs. I'm trying to do shorter runs that take me in like areas with a fuel cheaper, and just do it like that. Try to cut back on the distance. That is, unless the load pays very, very well, then I'm saying I'll take it. But if it ain't paying like no big rate, I've been trying to stay in like a 4 to 7 hour little radius. Just do multiple stops if I have to. You know what I'm saying? Work a little harder but smarter at the same time. Where I'm not going the farther distance, being all up in high fuel price areas. Keep me from fueling up as less as possible. For example, this week so far, I had like these, I had 3 runs. It was back and forth from Manassas, Virginia to West Virginia. Little 4-hour runs. 8-hour total when you turn the burn, turn around. But it was 4 hours loaded, 4 hours empty. It's a heavy load, you know, on the mountains, but I didn't mind it because, like I said, it's only 4 hours and it paid good. Then the other 4 hours, I was dead heading back to get the next load. So I wasn't really worried about it. only 4 hours, like it's only 4 hours. Then also, West Virginia, you can get some cheap diesel, but cheaper diesel. Ain't no diesel cheap right now, but cheaper than other locations. So I chose to run it like that. And then
In 1/4 mile, turn left on West White Street.
this is right here. That's it. No, it's the next one.
Turn left on West White Street.
Next week I got a similar load, kind of like that, except for it's gonna be up north. I ain't really too happy about
Arriving
that.
at 202 West White Street on the left.
But it's a good paying load. It might be 2 separate buildings. Dang. Check back in. What's up, YouTube? We back. Got some chicken wings from Walmart. These joints be alright. Always they ain't all that. They alright, but when I go to Walmart, a little super center, you know they be having had a little hot food. I always get the little ranch wings. I got ranch in the Buffalo, 66. Key is you got to get in there early in the morning. Try to get some of that food off the late night. Ain't all that. Key is you got to get it early. They be making me mad though. They never got ranch for some reason. But they got this buffalo style. It's like buffalo and ranch mixed together, I guess. See what this heading on. It's alright. But yeah. Like I was saying, I basically changed up kind of like the way I'm running. Running like I said, I try to stay in the 4 to 7 drive shift range. And try to run in a certain area where I know fuel is cheaper, because these fuel prices is they've been ridiculous, but they're really ridiculous. Like, I think 1 week, if it wasn't last week, it was the week before last, I spent like $3,000 in fuel. $3,000 in fuel. And the thing is, I'm not even running, I think I'm probably only doing like 2,500 miles. So it's like, that's ridiculous. Like the fuel price is definitely cutting into my profit. I ain't gonna lie. Not even gonna lie to you. And the thing is, I don't see it coming down. Like, I think really, how much? I'm not sure how long Biden been in office, but I feel like this whole recession and all this, it's gonna be like this. I think till another president get in office. I haven't been following politics my whole life and nothing like that. Probably been paying attention to it like the last 3 to 5 years maybe. Probably ever since Obama got in office. The second term, I think. I've been kind of paying attention a little bit. But it looked like the way to do it is Democrat get in there, then Republican get in there, Democrat get in there, then Republican get in there. So because we're in the recession right now, like I said, I really think it's gonna be like this all the way until Biden get out of office. Cause how long have you been in there now? I think we're going on 2 years now. Or was it just going on the first year? I can't really recall. Well, he might be. I'm trying to think. I think he's going on the second year. So I can see it being like this another 2 years. It's crazy though. And then another president coming in there trying to look like the savior. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Crazy. But one thing I can say though, for my hustlers out there, if you learn how to survive and stay afloat during these times, when the economy good, you're gonna be straight. But that's the way I look at it. I just been trying to figure out different ways to cut down bills, cut down expenses as much as possible. Try to run as efficient as possible. And just, you know what I mean, try to find different ways of bringing in more money. Try to find different little income streams. It's hard though. It's hard to find any extra income when you're driving the truck. That's the thing. Like if I was to I feel like if I had somebody in the truck for me, I have a way better, it'd be a lot easier for me to find another ways of bringing in more money. But why me still being behind the wheel so heavy right now, kind of difficult. I'm doing everything myself. We gonna figure it out. Got no choice, right? I mean, one thing I can say though, if you got your own truck, and if you're not focusing on trying to get direct customers, like, you tripping. Like, if anything, like, if you haven't been on the business side that long, if anything, during this recession, it's showing me you definitely need to have your own customers. I mean, I've learned already that really that's really how trucking is operated. Like from me being on this side with my own truck, what I've learned is that don't get your own authority unless you got some brokers in your back pocket or you have your own customers. And definitely you should always be trying to get your own customers. And it's crazy too, because it's like when you come in this trucking from the company driver standpoint, they kind of got you all brainwashed a little backwards. So when you first come in company driver, you come in chasing miles, running all around the world, going all far and stuff. When really, when you get in your own truck and get on this side, It's really like the total opposite. Of course, you want to get as much money for running the truck as less as possible, and then on top of that, that running all over the place, different places every week, it's cool. But for real, if you want to be consistent, the real way to be consistent is to make trucking like a job. For real, to be honest with you, like to get a dedicated run and just dedicated run that pay good and just run the dog shit out that joint until it's over with. Cause that whole, cause really it's like going different places every other week. It's cool, but the thing is, in my opinion, it leaves you the risk of things happening that messes up you getting your money, whether it's like loads getting canceled, or you know what I'm saying, like issues at the dock, loading dock, stuff like that. You being that you spending more on fuel, you breaking down in a different area, you know what I'm saying, and maybe not where your connects at, where you got to work on your truck. So many different things. Versus if you had like a steady customer, person you deal with all the regular, you can find your little fuel stops that's cheap and just be running that jump back and forth. And anyway, if you look at all the big trucking companies, they all have direct customers, and what they do is they only use a load board to get them back to the customer, which I think everybody knows by now. If you don't, then you ain't paying attention. But today we kind of always, even I'm gonna say myself, I can't speak for other people, but when I first got my truck, I was in the wrong mindset of like just getting on the load board and booking the load and going wherever I want to go type stuff. When really that's not. If you want to make the most money, that's not really how trucking works. That's not the best way to do it to make the most money. Because all the loads on the load board is just the loads on the load board been chopped up 3-4 times. You know what I'm saying? And been running like, you got like 3 different people making money on it. So by the time it gets to you, it's pennies. And I didn't seen it with my own eyes. Like I said, I'm lease storm right now. I done called on, and I booked my own loads. I done called on a few loads, and they say one thing on the load board. But when I call them, they trying to give it to me for less because they thinking that I'm an outside carrier until I tell them that, you know, I'm on lease storm, and then they be like, oh yeah, my bad. Then yeah, it's that price. Like say a load, I say I book a load, say I'm calling my load to say pay $2,500. I call them, they like, yeah, so I got it for $1,800. I'm like, what? They say $2,500 on there. It's like, oh, you're operator for us? And I'd be like, yeah, and they're like, oh yeah, we give it to 25. I was like, god damn, so they taking $700-800 off the top just like that. Crazy out here. Yeah. I just went out there, jump, running hard. And focus on just trying to keep this truck moving and running smart. You know what I'm saying? I do these videos when I can, but you know what I'm saying? Gotta focus on the business that pays me first, but other than that. Hey y'all, real quick. So I want to show y'all what I mean about being efficient and running smarter. So like, I got my Hazmat endorsement or whatever, so I'm doing a lot of little Hazmat loads because they pay more and you ain't gotta go as far. So for example, like I said, this load only weighs 1,500 pounds. Literally weigh 1,500 pounds. I'm going 4 hours, and It's a $1,200 load. 4 hours, 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? Only 1,500 pounds, so that's a win-win. That's what I'm saying. I'll be able to take this down there on the same fuel that I drove all day with yesterday. So that's cool. That's what I'm saying. I run smart. I'm gonna holler at y'all next video.